Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is part number 3 of my discussion on gas absorption, and today I will be discussing one numerical example. I am calling this as numerical example number 1, and then I will continue numbering as I discuss some other numerical examples under gas absorption. So in this numerical example, you will learn how to find out composition in the liquid solution that is in equilibrium with a gas mixture. So that is what you'll be learning in this numerical example. So let us begin the discussion. First of all, let us look at the numerical statement. So you have a gas mixture that is contacted with a hydrocarbon oil for a sufficiently long time so that an equilibrium is reached between them. The equilibrium is achieved at a temperature of 224 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. At equilibrium, the gas mixture contains 60% methane, 20% ethane, 8% propane, 6% N-butane, and another 6% N-pentane. All these compositions are in mole percent, and we have to calculate the composition of the liquid solution at equilibrium. So you have a gas mixture that is contacted with a hydrocarbon oil, and they are kept in contact for a sufficiently long time so that an equilibrium is reached between the two phases. The equilibrium is reached at a temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. Then they have given us the composition of the gas mixture at equilibrium. So the gas mixture is containing 60 mole percent methane, 20 mole percent ethane, 8 mole percent propane, 6 mole percent N-butane, and 6 mole percent N-pentane. So all these compositions are in mole percentage, as I said. So based on this information, we are supposed to find out the composition of the liquid solution that is in equilibrium with the gas mixture. So we need vapor pressures in the calculation, so they are given to us. So vapor pressures at 24 degrees Celsius, they are given in the following table. So you have components, various components and their vapor pressures. Vapor pressure is given in Newton per meter square. For methane, we are going to denote methane by E, and then you have ethane, we will be denoting it by B. Then propane, we will be denoting it by C. Then N-butane, we will be denoting it by D. And finally N-pentane, we will be denoting it with capital D. Now as far as methane is concerned, methane is not at all soluble in the hydrocarbon oil. So methane is insoluble. Ethane, the vapor pressure is 42.05 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. For propane, the vapor pressure is 8.96 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. For N-butane, the vapor pressure is 2.36 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. And for N-pentane, the vapor pressure is 0.66 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. So methane we are going to denote by E, ethane by B, propane by C, N-butane by D, and N-pentane by E. So I hope what information is given in the statement, it is clear to you. Let us move ahead. So first we will list what is given to us. So we have a gas mixture that is in contact with a hydrocarbon oil for a long time, so that equilibrium is established between the two phases. Then composition of the gas mixture, it is given to us. Composition of the gas mixture at equilibrium, it is given. It is given in mole percentage. So methane, that is A, it is 60%. Ethane, that is B, it is 20 mole percent. propane, that is C, it is 8 mole percent. N-butane, that is D, it is 6 mole percent. N-pentane, that is E, it is again 6 mole percent. Temperature, it is given to us, temperature is 24 degrees Celsius, that is 24 plus 273.15, which is 297.15 Kelvin. Again, we don't need it in our calculation, but still I am listing what is given. Pressure is given to us, total pressure is 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. We will need that in our calculation. Then methane, it is said that methane is insoluble in the hydrocarbon oil. And we have vapor pressures of the remaining components. For ethane, PB naught, it is 42.05 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. For propane, it is PC naught, that is 8.96 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. Then for N-pentane, N-butane, it is PD naught, 2.36 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. And then finally for N-pentane, it is PE naught, it is 0.66 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. So based on this information, what are we supposed to find? We are supposed to find composition of the liquid solution at equilibrium. So I hope what is given to us now it is clear to you. Let us move ahead. First, let us understand the approach. So first, we will the composition of the gas mixture, which is given in mole percent. So we will convert it to mole fraction, and then in order to get the composition of the liquid solution, we will assume that the liquid solution is ideal. And then since for ideal liquid solution, you can apply Revolt's law. So we will be applying Revolt's law to each component, and in that way, we will be getting the composition of the liquid solution. So we will be applying Revolt's law to each component to get its mole fraction in the liquid solution. So there we have this simple approach for solving this simple numerical. Let us move ahead. Now let us start solving the numerical. First, let us convert composition of the gas mixture. So we will be converting it from mole percent to mole fraction. And how can we do that? Mole fraction will be simply obtained by dividing mole percent with 100. So for methane, Ya is the composition is 60 mole percent, therefore its mole fraction, which I will be denoting by Ya. So Ya is 60 upon 100, that is 0.6. Ethane, mole percentage is 20, so mole fraction Yb will be 20 upon 100, which is 0.2. Then for propane, the composition is 8%, therefore mole fraction Yc will be 8 upon 100, that is 0.08. Then for N-butane, it is 6 mole percent, so therefore its mole fraction will be Yd is equal to 6 upon 100, that is 0.06. And for N-pentane, again it is 6%, 6 mole percent, therefore Ye, the mole fraction will be equal to 6 upon 100 into 6 upon 100, that is 0.06. So in this way, we have converted a mole percentage to mole fraction. So for that, each percentage value we have divided with 100, and in that way we have got the mole fraction. Let us move ahead. Then let us get mole fraction in the liquid solution. For methane, it is said that methane is insoluble in the hydrocarbon oil. So therefore, its mole fraction in the liquid solution will be 0. So that is Xa. Mole fraction in the liquid solution, it will be denoted by X. So for A, it is Xa, and Xa is 0. Then for ethane, we are going to apply Revolt's law, because it is assumed that the liquid solution is ideal. So let us apply Revolt's law to ethane. So partial pressure of ethane is equal to mole fraction in the liquid solution of ethane, which we have to get, into its vapor pressure. And we know that the partial pressure, by Dalton's law, partial pressure is mole fraction into total pressure. So mole fraction of B in the gas mixture, Yb. So Yb into P is equal to Xb into Pb naught. Our objective is to get Xb. So from this equation, Xb will be equal to Yb into P upon Pb naught. So Yb is given to us, it is 0.2, P is given to us, it is 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. PB naught, it is also given to us, it is 42.05 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. So therefore XB will be equal to 0.2. I am using the given values. So it is 0.2 into 2 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 42.05 into 10 to the power 5. So that gives us XB as 0.0095. Therefore, mole fraction of ethane in the liquid solution at equilibrium, it is 0.0095. Then for propane, again we apply the Raoult's law. So it will be PC is equal to XC into PC naught. PC is partial pressure of propane. So again with Dalton's law, partial pressure is mole fraction in the gas mixture into total pressure. So YC into P, that is equal to XC into PC naught. Our objective is to get XC. So from this, XC will be equal to YC into P upon PC naught. So YC is given to us, it is 0.08. P is given to us, it is 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. PC naught is also given to us, it is 8.96 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. So therefore XC will be equal to 0.08 into 2 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 8.96 into 10 to the power 5. So that gives us XC as 0.0179. So that is mole fraction of propane in the liquid solution at equilibrium, it is 0.0179. So I hope the calculation steps are clear to you. If you have any doubts, you please mention them in the comment section. Let us move ahead. Now let us apply Raoult's law for N-butane. So it will be PD is equal to XD into PD naught, partial pressure of N-butane. We have denoted N-butane by D. So PD is equal to XD into PD naught. Now partial pressure is mole fraction into total pressure. So YD into P, that is equal to XD into PD naught. Therefore XD is YD into P upon PD naught. YD is 0.06, that is given to us. P is 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. Again it is given to us. PD naught, it is also given, it is 2.36 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. So therefore XD will be equal to 0.06 into 2 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 2.36 into 10 to the power 5. That gives us XD as 0.0508. So therefore mole fraction of N-butane in the liquid solution at equilibrium, it is 0.0508. Then finally N-pentane, again if you apply Raoult's law for it, it will be PE is equal to XC into PE naught. Partial pressure is mole fraction in gas mixture into total pressure. So YE is equal to YE into P is equal to XC into PE naught. YE, therefore from this XC is YE into P upon PE naught. YE, it is 0.06 known to us. P is 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. PC naught, it is 0.66 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. So therefore XC will be equal to 0.06 into 2 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 0.66 into 10 to the power 5. That gives us XC as 0.1818. Therefore mole fraction of N-pentane in the liquid solution at equilibrium, it is 0.1818. Now after these components, there is one more component in the liquid solution, and that is hydrocarbon oil. So we need to find out mole fraction of hydrocarbon oil in the solution at equilibrium. So how are you going to get that? So this will be, we know that summation of mole fraction of all the components is 1. Now mole fractions of all components except hydrocarbon oil is known to us. So if you subtract all the summation of all mole fractions, all known mole fractions from 1, we are going to get mole fraction of the hydrocarbon oil. I am denoting it as XHO. So therefore XHO will be equal to 1 minus XA is 0, XB is 0.0095, XA is minus XA is 0.0179, XD is 0.0508, and XA is 0.1818. So that gives us, yes, XHO as 1 minus 0.6 that is XHO, comes out to be 0.74. Therefore, mole fraction of the hydrocarbon oil in the liquid solution at equilibrium, it is 0.74. So finally, we will represent the composition in a table. Okay, now let us collect all the mole fractions. Methane, XA, it is insoluble, so XA is 0. Ethane, XB, we got it as 0.0095. Propane, XC, we got it as 0.0179. N-butane, XD, we got it as 0.0508. N-pentane, and that is XC, we got it as 0.1818. And finally, for the hydrocarbon oil, which is XHO, we got it as 0.74. So in this way, we have listed the composition of the liquid solution at equilibrium, and that ends our calculation for this particular numerical. So I hope you have understood how to get the composition of the liquid solution at equilibrium. A very simple example, very simple steps, but still some concepts you have to learn, how to use those concepts, how to use the Raoult's law, that you have to know, and that's why I have discussed this. I have discussed this numerical example. So with this, I will end my discussion for today's video lecture. In my next video lecture, I will be discussing counter current gas absorption when one component is transferred. For now, thanks for watching this video lecture. Do subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to it, and hit the bell icon. So that you will be notified as soon as I upload any new video on my YouTube channel. Thank you, and hope to see you soon in my next video lecture.